Hi Mum, we're back with block 15. Block 15 is an old maid's puzzle. We are going to be doing a 4 at a time HST, a 2 at a time HST. We're going to trim that down and strip it all together, stand piece it together, and we're going to do 1/4 inch seams. So we should have fabric we need to iron, like usual. Okay, so we've got B9 that we're going to join together with white. Then we have B5 that we're also going to join together with white. And then we've got some white. So I'm going to iron that. Do I have enough white? That seems a bit odd. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. No, we do. Okay. We've not made any fabric mistakes for a while. We're due for one. Ursula is on standby. We still don't know about this pen yet. So it has faded since I used it, but I can still see it. And I know the last time I could see it, when I ironed it, it came back. So we're still not using this. So we're still using this. All right. I'm going to iron this, and then I am going to set these two up. Now this one's straightforward. I'm going to do the same thing we've done in the past. But this one, when I sew it, when I iron it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin it right sides together, but then I'm going to draw a line through the diagonal like that. I'll prepare that one off camera. I'll prepare this one on camera. I will iron it all off camera because ironing is boring. Okay. This guy's done. He's ready. I don't like doing triangles not on the board. The wool mat is just a little too flimsy. I couldn't work out her instructions for pinning. So I'm just going to pin it like this now and then work out how I want to pin it later. Alright. So, you literally remember which way you... Okay, so that's not exactly straight. I'm going to go again. Which is again exactly on the same line. There we go. Okay, so I'm not going to use that outer line. I'm going to use that second line there. Okay. Careful with that. That'll cause you problems later. Alright, so we're doing this. I'm just going to go back to block 15 with standard seams. Alright, so make sure, especially if you're doing if you're doing this after the other block that was on a scant seam, so make sure your machine is set correctly. I've just double checked mine is. Alright, so this is nice and easy. I'm going to do this one, cut it, and then I'm going to come back. No, you know how to do this one, so I'm not going to come back and do it. I'll do this one first. So this is our guide. So if you can imagine, do you need to imagine if I take... Okay, you are very precariously perched. And I don't know if this will work, but I can't like flip the camera back and forth without that causing some parts of it being upside down that I don't know how to fix. Okay, so we are doing our little half square. So we want to sew... I have to change feet. Gonna pause for a second. I'm going to change to the foot without the guide. I think that's going to be easier. Alright. I'm on my 1/4 inch foot without the guide. So, if I line this up, yeah, you can see that. Okay. So normally you use that as a line to sew on, but you're not. You're sewing 1/4 inch on either side of this. So, middle down. If anyone has a Janome M8, let me know if that clunking sound is normal. I don't think it is, but I haven't done anything about it. Alright. Yep, we're on a normal seam. Okay, so we're going to sew. This might be loud. Okay. I'm not looking in the camera, so I have no idea whether or not my arm was in the way there. Okay, so we're on that side. Now we're going to line it up. Clunk. And then we're going to sew the same thing, but we're going to sew on the opposite side. There. All right. So now we have 2 down here. Now we don't need to do any more sewing. I mean, we need to do plenty of sewing, but I'm not filming any more sewing. So I am going to stop this. I'll merge them together somehow later. Just so you know, that's how I had you perched there, but that way. That's very, very safe, isn't it? I'm going to put that in the film just so you can see it. All right, we have to assume that we're all back in the right spot. Okay. Okay, so we just sewed that, you just saw that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut that line. Now we know I don't like cutting with this. Can I cut with that? It's too small. I've got like a ton of rules on this side. Okay. So we're going to use the line we put there to cut. All right. So now you have a half square triangle. Now this is the normal way to do it, not the way we do for community quilt. So if you just excuse me for a little bit, I am going to sew that, make sure I'm on a standard seam, and iron these, and then chop this and come back. All right, don't forget, you're going to put your triangles in, your diagonals in. And then you're going to cut this. Not with that ruler though. There is lots of cutting and prepping in these ones, but I suppose they come out quite effective, so it's all right. Do you know what that is? Oh, I'm not in a very... There you go. Happy days. Okay, I'll iron those and come back. We're getting a bit messy here, which is apt. All right, same as last time and the time before that, and maybe even the time before that. We have to turn these into these. I would like to know if you could do it this way, but I'm just not confident. I'm going to do it the way I do it. You can do it the way you do it. I might Google. I probably won't. Will I change anything? I doubt it. You don't need me to show you this again, I don't think. We've done it a couple of times now. But just to refresh your memory, you're going to take one with a ruler with a 45. You're going to find the nicest sides you have on that 45. For me, it's often the whites. Yep, my whites are nice. And then I'm going to use those to work out what I want to cut down. All right, I will be back. We're going to have a few of these, so it'll take me a little while. Which would just be pointless to do on camera. I'll be back. I've done one, and I don't really want to do a bunch of these right now. So I'm going to go start a side quest and have a drink and do something else, and then I'll come back and finish them. And you'll never know the difference, but I'll have done a whole bunch of stuff in between. All right, we're back. I've done other things. Don't enjoy doing trimming, but it has to be done. Okay, we're all trimmed. We're all 2.5s. So now we have to piece it. So, as per the book, It's over here, which I don't know if you can see. Kind of, you can see. It's good enough. Okay, you have the book. All right. Here. Is that all in frame? Yeah. What do we do? We're going to do a white one and a white one. Okay. Then we do a blue one and a blue one and a yellow one. Okay. Doesn't look like much now, but I'm sure it will look like something in a second. Okay, we put them together. So units together. 10 cents. Okay. Alright, I will do my thing and I will be back and some sewing will have happened. Okay, some sewing has happened. Now we do some more sewing. I'll put these this side. Okay, more sewing occurred. Alright. It's looking cute. It's kind of going to line up, but it's good enough for me. Alright. Now I'm going to sew the others. We're almost done with block 15. It's a little cute. Alright, now this one to this one. Best ironing. Alright. I'll be back and it'll be done. Alright. And there we have it. There is block 15 all done. It is the Old Maid's Puzzle. Cute. Alright, what do we got up next? Our next block is the spider, number 16. We're going to do 8 at a time, half square triangles. So we're going to learn a new technique. 1/4 inch seams, that's nice. Okay, we're going to learn a new technique. 8 at a time. Fancy. Alright, I'll see you for block 16.